Hey guys, Travis here. The day before PAX 2013 NA Regionals, joined by Link of CLG in a very intimate setting. Link, where are we at? The door just knocked. We're going to swivel over because that's how this stuff goes. We're going to see who's going to enter the room. So we got Gigi. He's coming in. He's whispering because somehow that'll help the situation. And they're trying to figure out. Anyway, let's just go back to this thing. Link, where are we?
I think we're at.
Okay, we're going to censor that. It's because Riot will get mad. But we're at a hotel in Seattle, yes.
Okay.
And we're in a room.
In room.
And you're in your room with
Kelby.
So you guys share this room.
Exactly.
Anyway, wanted to talk to you guys because I'm here a little bit early about what you guys have been doing to prepare because tomorrow you guys play.
Yes, TSM.
One team enters, or two teams enter, one team leaves the competitive scene for 2013 after the end, right?
I think that's how it works.
Yeah. So obviously you guys have 4-0'd TSM over the past LCS split. So are you feeling really confident going into this, or what are you thinking?
The 4-0 and the split does not mean anything.
As you said, it's a best of three instead of the best ones you guys tend to play. How does that work?
It basically opens up more reactive play. Like after the first game, you can adapt to whatever strategy the opponent might be running. And I feel like TSM isn't really a team that will have 2 to 3 strategies prepared. They're just gonna have one strategy and they'll just run with it throughout the entire thing. And in the past, they've kind of done that. If you watch all their old matches, they just have this one specific team comp that they really like, and then they just do really well with it. And we as a team, CLG is really good at dealing with it. So it's gonna be in favor for us, hopefully.
Historically, TSM has done really, really well in best of 3 tournaments. Speaking, of course, of last year during Season 2. So you still don't think that even with how successful they were in the best of 3s previously, that'll help them out in this situation?
I think just because they have more players that are more experienced in terms of best of 3s, for me and Nian, we don't have that much experience in a best of 3 format. So personally, me going into it makes me kind of nervous, and just the amount of time to play a best of 3 is much longer than a best of 1. So it's kind of a different feeling, and it's something that I don't know what's gonna happen. So it's gonna be interesting and exciting at the same time.
So obviously you guys have been practicing. Europe didn't have this extra week, but you guys had this extra week while the European regionals were happening. What have you guys been doing during that time to prepare?
We've been pretty much just talking about and playing League nonstop. This past 2 weeks, we've just been boot camping, and we've been analyzing all of our mistakes, and we've been watching our VODs. We've been watching our first person perspective of everyone. We've been watching a billion replays of other teams and ourselves, trying to just figure out what we need to do to get better. And I feel like we've finally come to a point where we know exactly what to do, and if we keep calm and be patient during the games and don't bloodlust and make those mistakes, then we'll be a really formidable force.
So obviously round 1 is just immediate elimination. So with you guys playing TSM, how much of your scrimming, practicing, researching has been going into specifically targeting TSM?
It's been pretty much all of it. We've literally only prepared for TSM, and our goal is to beat TSM, and then what happens after that, we're just gonna wing it pretty much.
Yeah. So at that point in time, you look and see who makes it through. Because even right now, it's not like you can. If you know that you're going to beat TSM, you'll know who's going to come through. So are you just looking at taking the next data research for whoever makes it through?
We have plans that if we do beat TSM, that we're just gonna analyze what they do and stuff like that. And so it's kind of we won't have that much time to prepare. Definitely, we spent the 2 weeks preparing for TSM, and we haven't been preparing for Vulcan, Curse or Dig. In fact, we've actually been streaming them. So because we're really just intent on beating TSM.
So you guys play tomorrow at 1. So what does the next 12 or so hours look like for you guys? Or I guess maybe a little bit longer than 12 hours, maybe 16, whatever. People don't know what time it is. Let's just say it's the afternoon. You got to get there in the morning. So what are you guys doing in the meantime?
We're kind of we just arrived recently, so we're just kind of relaxing at the moment. We're gonna head over to the venue, I believe, in a bit, and we're gonna try to get into the environment and figure out what kind of setup we like, and probably play some solo queue so we can adjust to like the different environment compared to home. And we're probably gonna talk about the games a little bit and refresh our memories, and then we're probably just gonna go and get a good night's sleep and go into the games tomorrow with a good mind.
I was over in Germany just a short time ago doing all the EU stuff. Did you guys manage to have any time to like take a look at the European stuff, or were you dedicated solely to like preparing and researching NA stuff?
We were watching like pretty much every single game out there, like that's like worth watching, and EU was definitely one of them. And I feel like at the same time, like EU is kind of every region is kind of different in terms of what they do, and EU is I feel like it's the most is way different compared to Korean and North American, just like based on their picks. Like they pick like Aatrox jungle, they pick like Fizz mid all the time, and they have a lot of weird unconventional picks that it doesn't really like benefit us, but it's definitely a refreshing style of play to watch and see how they approach the game.
Do you ever feel like you can learn anything from the unconventional stuff that they do?
Uh, well, CLG as a whole, we don't really lean towards the unconventional side, so it doesn't really benefit us.
Previously, you did. Is this a sort of like a new philosophy of like let's just go with more the straight edge kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. All right, so we can sort of wrap up the interview. If there's anything that you want to say here at the end to all the people that are going to be tuning in to watch TSM versus CLG tomorrow.
Yeah, this is gonna be like the match to watch, and this match will pretty much decide a lot of different things, especially for the just like the two sponsors, like TSM and CLG, right? It's such a big rivalry, so tune in and just like cheer for us. I mean, cheer for both teams actually, because like I feel like we're both teams that are both capable of going to Worlds and deserve it, and it just kind of sucks that it kind of panned out this way, but I mean, like it made the better team win.
Any shout outs, plugs, anything?
Shout outs to our fans. Shout outs to Razer, iBuyPower, XMG. I want to cut that. Read it.
Any
What was I in? iBuyPower, Razer,
Azubu,
Azubu. Yeah, Azubu still.
NZXT.
NZXT. Damn. Like I was gonna say Azubu, and I was like, are we still part of Azubu? Okay, go ahead.
Maybe say something about the hoodies too.
Yeah. Well. Did you all play?
So you know why he's saying that? Because he wants a hoodie.
Just say that we've got hoodies and the Penalist shirts are up in the store now.
Okay.
These new hoodies
On the CLG store. All right.
I'm rocking, and the Penalist shirts are back in stock in the CLG store.
Hmm.
Check them out.
So ooh, air bubble. Any shout outs, plugs, anything like that?
Yeah, shout outs to iBuyPower, Azubu, NZXT, and Razer, and of course, I believe Travis and Marking both want a hoodie, right? So you can get these at the CLG store for I believe $49.99.
So are you gonna hook Marking up my camera guy with a CLG hoodie?
No, you have to go and buy it. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work that way.
For everyone, you can check out the rest of our coverage of PAX, NA regionals, and all things non-CLG at GameSpot.com/esports.